guess, well, when someone walks in to the store, how do you kind of approach the process of them picking a shoe? How does it normally work?
Yeah, so not like Pace. I work at Pace in Sydney. For everyone who's listening out of Sydney, we are like a running specialty store. We just opened our 5th store in Waverley in the eastern suburbs. And everyone that works at Pace is an avid runner, has a passion for running, and have a chat with the customer. I mean, you get the customers like you guys, that avid runner themselves, that know a bit about running, and they know what they want. These kind of an easy sell. So you have a bit of chat about running and races. But if you have someone that's new to running, you normally have a brief chat about what they're running, like road or trail. That's the first probably question you need to know. And then you go a bit about like what kind of distance, how many times a week, what have they run in the past, like have they ever ran before, which kind of shoe. Best case, they're having a shoe with them that they ran in before. So you can see the wear pattern, kind of the foot strike of gait cycle kind of thing. And then normally you measure them up and have a bit of a look of the gait cycle as well, just when they walk, just to make sure they're not having like a heavily overpronation or something. And then, go from there. Normally, I give every customer at least 3 pairs of different shoes just to get a feel for it. Because buying a running shoe seems complicated. It is quite important, but at the end, it's pretty much down to 2 factors. It's the right fit and the comfort, to be honest. Most customers we have...
So, yeah, I know I used to always tell Smitty that it's just
every year, all shoes are the same, apparently. No, I found that not to be true, but anyway. So
people get quite overwhelmed and I say like, oh, there's so many shoes on the wall, and like I'm new to running and I watched so many YouTube videos and I'm not sure now, is it the next percent is it Nike or is it something else? And I say like, to be honest, most of the shoes are similar. It's all just different brand. Like Nike has a stability shoe, Nike has a race shoe, Nike has a daily trainer, same as Hoka, same as Asics or Brooks, you know?
Yeah. It's pretty much the same. Like every shoe company kind of has those 3 main categories.
Yeah.
So you got your daily trainer, a session kind of shoe, and then a performance shoe. Yeah. So
and at the end of the day, I tell the customers as well, like each of these brands, they have like their professional athletes that they sponsor. So that's the reason why they need all of these shoes for their athletes, right? Because if you're sponsored by Nike, you need a daily trainer shoe as an athlete, you need a performance shoe and a racing shoe. And at the end, you need to try them on and just have a feel for it. Because what feels comfortable for me might not feel comfortable for you, Luke, or for you, Dom. So everyone has personal preferences. But at the end of the day, it's the comfort and the fit. I think the fit is very important, where a lot of people, especially coming from daily sneakers or other sport shoes, ending up half a size bigger or a size bigger. It feels quite weird in the first time. They say like, oh, they're way too big, I can't wear them. I say like, explain me what feels too big. Oh, it's too much room in the front in the toe box. I say, but that's good thing. Because if you go for a long run, and it might be for you 10K, for me it's like 20, 25K, and you do it in summer when it's like 28 degrees, it's humid, your feet gonna swell. So you definitely need that space, especially in trail shoes when you go uphill, downhill. And we've got customers that come in like, oh, I wear a US 9 my whole life, and they're ending up buying a US 10 and a half. It's like,
wow.
And they're coming back 6 months later. So like, oh my God, running felt so much better for me. I never ran like this before in the last 20 years.
It's funny you say that, because as you know, Dom, I've had a lot of problems with my toes getting, I'm not sure if it's the way I strike, but it causes like bruising on the toes and a lot of issues in there. So maybe I should reevaluate the size of my shoe, to tell you the truth, but I never really thought of it that way.
Maybe you should get fitted.
I think I should. I've been buying size 10 Nikes forever, not even thinking about it, and haven't even questioned.
Probably in 11, by the sounds of it.
Okay.
I had the customer the other day, he's like, nah, I know my shoe size, it's US 9. And when a customer tells me his shoe size like that, I always know, no, he's not US 9 for sure, at least 9.5. So I end up measuring him, and he was on one side, he was exactly a 9, and the other foot was a 9.5. So for me, it was clear that he needs a 10 at least. Maybe some shoe brands a 10.5. So he got to 10. He said like, "Oh, much it's so spacious and stuff." And said like, "It's spot on, mate." He said like, "Oh, these days are the upper of the shoes better quality?" I said, "What do you mean?" I said like, "Oh, my old shoes are always poke out with my toe after a few hundred Ks." I said, "Mate, because you buy US 9. Buy US 9 and I measure your foot US 9.5.
Toe literally poking out of the shoe.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Creates a hole in the upper. And he asked me if the upper of this shoe that he's going to buy is better than his old upper. I said, "Mate, if you buy US 9, you poke your toe out of every shoe. Doesn't matter how doable the upper is."
Yeah. I think I'm maybe one notch below the toe poking straight out of the upper.